Dr. Mac here with another segment of Off the Plantation, the journey towards freedom. This channel, I need you to subscribe and to make sure that you share, and this particular segment is powerful. So make sure that you share and subscribe. Make sure that we get everybody in and get everybody off the plantation and free thinking, motivated by freedoms, motivated by independent thinking. That's the purpose of this channel. So why are we here today? Here's this particular segment. This particular segment is going to remind all of us that 4 years ago, there was no ISIS. There was no terrorism. There was no hostages 4 years ago. Now, what's changed since that time? Biden, Harris. So now what do we have? Well, let's see. We have ISIS terrorists in America doing acts of terrorism and touting the ISIS flag. Now, you have to remember, 4 years ago, before Biden Harris got in there, we had a president. The president was Donald John Trump. President Trump had he completely eradicated ISIS. Not only around the world, but there was absolutely no thought of ISIS coming here in America and doing any acts of terrorism. He kept us free for a full 4 years, free from all terrorism. Then what happened? Let's see. So when it comes to hostages, what happened with hostages? Look at all the hostages that were taken in Israel. And to this day, nothing's been done about it. Now we have President Trump come back in. He said, look, we're going to take action. You guys better be giving up them hostages, American hostages, bring them back home. So we're going to see action on that. But remember, when he was in office, there was no hostages taken anywhere in America. There were no American hostages taken anywhere, not only in America, but around the world. No hostages. So we had no ISIS, no acts of terrorists, and no hostages taken with Donald John Trump in his first term. Now, what do? We changed. We went to Biden Harris, and all of these things happen now. And acts of terrorism are actually not only back around the world, but they're happening here in the United States on our soil. So here's where we thinkers, we got to come together now. We have people around us in our family and in our communities that really still bemoan losing, Kamala losing to Trump. Now, here's what we have to remind them of. Okay, wait a minute. Now, does that mean that you really do want continued acts of terror on U.S. soil? Does that mean you really do want American hostages to be taken from different parts of the world and continue with those types of policies? Does that mean that you really do want ISIS to have a massive resurgence, not only in the Middle East, but around the world, especially here in the United States, to start doing acts of terrorism in our streets, like we've seen on New Year's Eve? So these are the types of things that really separate free thinking from those that are really, I think, these people are so committed to ideology and tradition, and they're really handcuffed to that tradition, right? And that tradition is what keeps them on the plantation thinking, plantation politics. And so we need to pray for these people because they cannot see the forest for the trees. They cannot see that they're actually harming themselves with harmful administrations that allow things like what we've seen lately come in here in the United States. So these are people that we would call those that are committed to staying on the plantation, even if they know that it's wrought with danger and it's fearsome and everything else going on. People that are committed to staying on that plantation are actually what Malcolm X called house Negroes. And metaphorically, these are the house Negroes of our time. These are the folks that, and it doesn't matter whether skin color doesn't matter. These are the house slaves. They're absolutely committed to staying on the plantation. And then those of us who are free thinkers, we're the field slaves. We're the field Negroes that are happy to be free and independent. No, I don't care what y'all say. I'm going to vote for my family, my freedom, my family's protection, the protection of America. That's who we are, baby. And so this is what this is all about. This is what this channel is all about. I wanted to give you a contrast in with current events. So you could begin to connect the dots yourself and you could see these things as they unfold and you could place yourself in appropriate positions on who's what's what, and how they're impacting you and your family going forward. Listen, I want to make sure that you have a very happy new year. I want to make sure that we remain safe, happy, and and actually fruitful, that we actually have a prosperous new year. I want to wish that for you. I want to wish that for us. I want to wish that for America. So God bless you. Make sure you like, subscribe, share,